Good morning. I am Lily Curlin, and I'm here to say that Lily Cloud is cooler than you. It's okay, she's cooler than me too. But before you get offended, here are 3 facts to support my argument. Number 1, she has an outstanding name. Starting off strong with Lily. This is obvious, it's just the best name. And then Cloud, awesome. Number 2, her sense of humor. It's snarky, it's sarcastic, and it is superior. Number 3, Lily Cloud has the best style. Have you seen those platform knee-high buckle-up boots? Have you seen her senior photos? This is what we call artistic talent. You knew this, we all knew this, because this entire school has a secret obsession with Lily Cloud. Sorry if I just exposed you. So this is your chance. Pipe down and listen up. Today is your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to hear from the one, the only, the legend, Lily Jane Cloud.
After hearing my first senior speech in 7th grade, I knew 2 things. 1, my speech was going to be awesome, and 2, I was going to do it on Halloween. Now I know it isn't October 31st, but I celebrate Halloween year-round, so I'm not technically wrong. As many people do, I've always loved Halloween. My costumes were always elaborate, homemade, and absolutely original. And for as long as I can remember, I wanted to be terrifying. I wanted homeowners to open their doors to me and regret it, because I was a 3-foot-tall she-devil that would haunt their dreams at night. When I was in 6th grade, my parents and I decided to throw a pretty big party on Halloween. We were allowed to have parties and congregate in large groups back then. But I invited all my friends, all the kids in my 30-person homeroom, and several other people were coming too. After picking Beetlejuice for our theme and decorating accordingly with a faux handbook for the recently deceased, the movie on loop in our den, and little haunts all over the place, our little house was packed with people. All around me were middle schoolers trying to impress their crushes and adults watching things unfold like a soap opera. But I wasn't participating in that. I was busy having fun being deep in character. I stepped out of my mom's makeup room in a black and white striped suit, gray hair that was backcombed like a cheap wig, and the made-up face of a classic Hollywood dead guy. I brushed past my parents, who gallantly took on Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin's roles. I strode through the kids without any costumes at all. With my dog wearing her own on-theme getup in my arms, I walked right up to my friends, and in the manliest voice an 11-year-old girl could manage, I said, "Hey, try and guess my name." And that was all I did that night. I leaned fully into my role, and I didn't care what anybody else thought because I was having so much fun. Like with my passion for Halloween, my parents backed me through most of my interests and phases. I'm willing to admit now the things I hated them for hating, the times where I gave up sleep to watch cartoons, my constantly greasy side fringe, and wearing thrifted old men's clothes were really not good looks for me. I'm sorry I fought you guys so hard when you were just trying to keep me from embarrassing myself. I know it's because you love me. But even so, I'm glad I have those middle school mistakes that I can learn from, because without them, I wouldn't be half as wise in the ways of fashion and the what not to do's in day-to-day life. That being said, my one-of-a-kind Beetlejuice, Lilith, and Medusa costumes turned into a daily thing. I felt my best when I dressed up, and I was always allowed to do it. I was taught to be my own person, I was taught to love and respect others, and to always use my voice and stand up for what I believe in. If you ask me, I was raised really well. I know my childhood of reading books where the princess saves herself, watching Twilight, and wanting to scare strangers led me to my path of platform shoes and self-acceptance. And it took me a long time to find the metaphorical trailhead. like way longer than I wanted. But all of my setbacks, diabetes, changing schools, losing a best friend, have been stepping stones too. After all those crushing years of trying to people please and fit standards, I'm finally happy with myself. I'm playing my dream role and I love it. I can say in my senior speech that I'm proud of the Bride of Frankenstein-haired, big eyeliner sporting, vivacious goth kid who I am, in the ever-improving city where I live, making art that comes from my soul. And now, I have done what I always thought was impossible. In my darkest days, I convinced myself I would never stand here and give this speech, or drive a car, or apply to college. But I've had so many people standing behind me and rooting for me. I'm so fortunate to have so many kind, intelligent, and loving people in my life. People that love me through every phase, outfit, and hairstyle. They are the reason I was able to push through every time I was stuck in a bad place. I have so much love for everyone that's joined me on my journey. To my family, my boyfriend, my friends, everyone in the wonderful and inspiring class of 2021, and Robert Pattinson, thank you for helping me grow into a confident, passionate, proud St. Mary's girl, and happy Halloween.